Bubure was a man of humility, wisdom, gentleness, patience, and above all, a man of great faith. He touched the lives of everyone he came across. Bubu was a man of very few words, but he had many stories to share. Stories that usually made me teary, and stories that made me laugh. But all in all, each story he shared carried an important life lesson. Through these stories that he would usually share over a cup of tea or coffee on our veranda, I learned about love, humility, sacrifice, discipline, and faithfulness. One of the stories he'd share was, as a little boy entrusted with big responsibilities, he would go out collecting shellfish or diving for reef fish to help his parents cater for his big and growing family at House 4, Gunina Laurina. Bubu would always repeat this story, and over the years I came to realize that he had emphasized the love he had for his siblings through this story. He'd always advised me to love and always care for my little ones, and that loving and caring for them meant, as the firstborn, I would have to sacrifice. Sometimes when I had to give the last piece of chocolate to Boni or Aaron, Bubu would tell me, "Pasio Badu, that's what firstborns are supposed to do." Bubure never failed to remind us of how important education is. Our long conversations would always start with him asking, "Skuli na mo?" He always stressed on how important it was to study and told us to cherish our education. It was during these conversations that he would say, "Tubugu, if anything ever happens to me, when God calls me, I will go. But don't you worry about me and don't come home. I will be okay. You focus on your studies and know I will always watch over you and your siblings." My heart would cry whenever he said these words, so I would usually bring up a funny memory for us to laugh at. He always enjoyed helping us with our homework, and when our answers were different, he would stay up at midnight to answer the questions, even when I had already gone to bed. He would come knocking on my door saying, "Momo, I think I found the answer. You can look at it tomorrow." Oh, Bubu. He'd always look forward to reading our report cards at the end of the term. When end of term came around, we'd tell him, "Bubu, we're collecting our report cards today." And he'd say, "Okay, go and school good. I will be waiting for your report cards in the afternoon." When we'd go home in the afternoon, he would always be waiting at his usual spot on the veranda with his glasses, ready to read our report cards. Even when I left home to study here in China, I would send home my end of semester results. And one time, Mom showed Bubu my results, and he eagerly wrote them down on the whiteboard at home, probably to analyze them. Bubure left us all with so many fond memories, all so unforgettable. But one of my favorites was the time that he wandered off in Shanghai TV Tower and we couldn't find him. As worried as I was, I paged for him on the PA system saying, "Bubu, Oberekai, where are you?" And I even said it in Chinese. After an hour, we found him with ice cream in his hand. Also, during the time of his visit in Beijing 2004, he became good friends with Chinese beggars on the streets. While many would walk past these beggars, Bubu always stopped to give them money. What a big heart he had. Bubu's spiritual guidance over our family has been the foundation of our lives. Bubu told us to pray no matter the circumstances in life. If we had a problem, he always said to pray. If we had good news to celebrate, he would always say to first pray and thank God. Bubu, the way you relentlessly portrayed your faith told me that we can get through anything in life just as long as we pray and have faith in God. Oh, Bubu, I know and believe you fulfilled God's purpose for your life on earth, and I know He is so happy to have you home.
My dear Bubure, you broke our hearts the instant you left us without saying goodbye. And this heartache will last for a very, very long time. But we have found comfort and solace in knowing that you are now at a better place where you feel no pain and you are resting well. We will always hold on to the countless fond memories we have with you. with your words of advice and gestures of kindness, love, and forgiveness. We are blessed to have had you as our grandfather. You were the best and you know it. Your life and legacy will definitely live on. I just want to remind you that we love you so much, Bubu, and we miss you terribly. So, Pamahuta Bubu, we love you so much. We love you always. Mwah. Love you.